Have you guys seen this before? Of course you guys have it, because it's brand new. You guys all know that we have Maximus clamps. Turns bar stock into a clamp. Now, some of you guys have said, Jason, I have a hard time sourcing 1x2 tubing, or I don't have a 1x1/2 inch piece of bar stock to use these style clamps. And I would agree, most homeowners or anybody around the job site, this material is gonna be hard to source. But this clamp allows you to take a crappy piece of 2x4 and turn it into a clamp. See how they're one-sided like this, so they can fit on any weird piece of 2x4, something that's twisted or rolled, uses a wedge design and have it fit. There you go. This allows you to have a short clamp if you need one, or we can turn it into a long one. We're gonna go way out here. I like to give it a little pop, just like that with the handle. And now I got a macho clamp. Look how big this clamp is. Pretty sweet. So what happens if you have a loose fitting clamp? Maybe the 2x4 is a little narrow, or you're climbing around on a ladder and you don't want these to fall off. Well, see these right here? We can permanently fasten this clamp to this 2x4. There's a couple of ways we can do it. We can use a bolt and you can literally thread it in and this acts like a set screw. And then you can put a little squeeze on it there and it will lock this thing to the board. Another way to do it is just use a regular screw and just go right through the hole. Whatever you got laying around. Or you can drive a nail in here. I don't recommend using nails. A duplex nail would be fine. But if you did, there's a little relief right there for your claw hammer and pry it up. So there's might be times where you need to push something. You can set this up and reverse them. Now, as long as you can get the spindle in between here and here, you can use it like a pusher. So the cool thing about these is we can capture the entire piece of material and we can slide it over the edge. But 2x4s are typically warped. See how twisted that sucker is? So trying to thread something over the top of this is probably gonna be a pain in the butt. So that's why this is open, so we can just select anywhere we want along the 2x4, even if it's warped, and we just bypass it all. Okay, imagine this scenario. You're gonna have to bear with me and use your imagination. Imagine this is a house, you have a wall, but the wall is following the floor and it's got a sag in it, and you need to put a shim underneath there. The cool thing about this open split, you can just come in here with the clamp, you can lock it in, you can use it like a jack, and then you could jack the wall up a little bit to help get your shim started underneath. Lift up on the stud, the wall goes up, slide the shim underneath. And then they just pop off, and then you can pull the tip off like that. There's a snap ring in there, and you can unthread them. There you go. Now you can store it in your toolbox, just like this, or use it on the project. So here's where you can find them. You're gonna scroll down to clamps and pliers. Then it's gonna be right there, Lumber Maximus clamps. Select it, and there you go. You pick how many you want, add to cart, and you're done. Right there, lifetime warranty, fireballtool.com.